Yo, yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it with another post-fight review. Zolani Tete versus John Casimero from the Philippines. Well, this fight ain't go too long, you know what I mean? Well, for the first two rounds, I gave it to Zolani Tete. Wasn't much action going, I was just basically giving him the rounds from his jab, you know what I mean? He was touching the man, Casimero, than more than Casimero was touching him. But that was by design. From the first two, excuse me, from the first two rounds, Casimero, being the shorter fighter, was staying way the hell out of distance and reach from the man, Zolani Tete. And somebody would think, hey, John Casimero being the Casimero being the shorter fighter, he's way out of range to even touch the man Zolani Tete. And that's what happened in the first two rounds. No significant punches of damage in the first two rounds, but just of sheer activity and punch output, Zolani Tete wins in rounds. But round two, round three, the man Zolani Tete gets caught on the temple. You know what I'm saying? With a kind of like a right hook. And the southpaw goes down right on the temple, you know what I mean? And Zolani Tete has three losses on his resume, and I believe two of them have been by stoppage. Maybe all three. I know I've seen at least two of his losses via stoppage. And Casemiro just gave him an awkward angle, kind of like was behind the guy, and he caught him right on the temple. Zolani Tete goes down, and he didn't recover after that. I mean, he did get up, and the man Casimero just commenced to pouncing on him when he's on the ropes, and he drops the guy, Zolani Tete, face first. Zolani Tete gets up, and Casimero jumps on him again and unleashes combinations, and the referee stops the fight. Third round TKO stoppage for the Filipino and the new WBO 118-pound champion. Now, Zolani Tete had been out the ring for a very long time. He had even was supposed to participate in the World Boxing Super Series tournament, but pulled out. I don't know if he had a really significant injury or he didn't want to face the man, Nonito Donaire. I don't know. But this is a devastating way to lose, you know what I mean? I would have rather him, and I'm sure his team would have rather him lose in the World Boxing Super Series, you know what I mean? At least in the unification. Joel Casamayo was a very confident guy coming into this fight, and I knew this was a trap fight. You know what I mean? I didn't make a breakdown or prediction video because I was torn. I didn't quite know who would win this fight, but I knew it was a trap fight. Nothing easy. This is a guy who beat Amnat Rangrong twice when Amnat Rangrong was a strong champion with the IBF Bantamweight title. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he had also beat, matter of fact, he beat Amnat Rangrong once. I think they fought twice, and Casamero won the rematch. And he also bodied the man Charlie Edwards, you know what I mean? So he's come to England before and has upset the apple cart, and he does it again today. So big ups to the man Casemiro, you know what I mean? Solani Tete, very disappointing, to the fact, simply off the fact he was a champion for the continent of Africa, you know what I mean? And he's no longer a champion, you know what I mean? So as of right now, I think they still have Muruti Muthalini. He's still a world champion with the IBF strap, I believe at 112 pounds, you know what I mean? So big ups to Casemiro. Great victory, especially, with his game plan. Like I said, he was way out of range in the first two rounds. And the man, what's the man's name? Zulani Tete. Them fellas wasn't in no kind of range neither to really land any significant punches. In the third round, the man Casemiro catches him with the angles, some Manny Pacquiao stuff. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, this guy is promoted by Manny Pacquiao Promotions, John Casemiro from the Philippines. So congratulations to him. He wants Anui the Monster next. The guy has won fights in 7 different countries except Japan. He's never had a shot at fighting anybody in Japan. What better time to do it right now than to hopefully get Inoue in the ring? But I'm pretty sure the next Inoue fight might possibly be in the United States, considering that he's now down with top-ranking Bob Arum's outfit. What the deal, E. Woodson? He's in the chat. Salute, my guy. Big up, big up. Thanks for coming through. We got a new world champion at 118 pounds, WBO. We have Nordine Ubali with the WBC. We got the Inoue the Monster, who has the WBA and IBF world titles. So we shall see. The bantamweights are making their waves in boxing right now. Big ups to E. Woodson. Salute to everybody in the chat who hit the thumbs up. And we'll catch y'all in the next vid. And actually, let me know how y'all seen this fight today with Zolani Tete getting stopped in the third round. I'm Ghost. Peace.